Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so hopefully last time I recorded a video, my camera was kind of blurry, but it's not giving that today. Okay, right? It's no blurriness. We're good. Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today's video, this was like a highly requested video from like my younger audience, I guess I would say. Remember from the video that I made last year, how I started my business at 18 years old? Since that video, and I'm sorry to the girl who emailed me like a week ago, like, oh, okay, she asked me to make a video about this, like, oh, she's like, I'm 16, I don't have too much money, can you make like a video on like what exactly you think that, like, what you would recommend that the steps that we would take and the steps that I should do, like being younger. So I told her like, oh yeah, the video will be up tomorrow, and I didn't record the video. Like, I thought I was gonna record it, but I didn't, and it's been like a week later, so sorry to her. But this video has been really requested since I made that last video last year, how I started my business when I was 18. So a lot of people have been like, well, a lot of like 16, 17, even 15, 14, 12, like really have been emailing me, DMing me like, can you make a video? I'm really young, like what should I do? What should be the first steps I should take? So this is for y'all, or maybe anybody else who feel like they don't have that much money and they just want to know like what exactly they should be focusing on to do. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. I really want to start doing like business, like you know, business like talks, I guess you could say, like in my story or whatever. I don't know, I really don't like to hear myself talk, and I'm like very kind of shy, so it's kind of may not seem like I am, but I am. So I don't know, but I want to. Hopefully I'll get the courage to do it like next month, so just follow me on Instagram anyway. So yeah, but anyway, let's get right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys find this helpful, and please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100K this year, okay? Please subscribe, okay? Do me a favor and subscribe, okay? But let's get into it. And I know a lot of people are curious about legal stuff. I have a legal series. I already started recording it, and like, if you're not patient, if you can't wait, just go to somebody else's channel. There's other legal stuff, information videos on it, on Instagram, on YouTube. If you don't want to wait for mine, you don't have to. But obviously you guys know I pay taxes and stuff, like for YouTube and my business and all that kind of stuff. I want to talk to my tax lady first and get like some information, ask her a couple of questions before I put the series out, to make sure that I have all my information correct, or she can give me like a little bit of advice that I could give you guys. So I want to talk to her first. When I pay my taxes, I want to talk to her, ask her a couple of questions before I put the series out. So it may be like January, February, March, April. It may be like April, June-ish. It may be there in that time. So if you're not patient enough, I don't know what to tell you, but that's when I'm hoping to put the series out. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to the actual video. Okay, so first thing first, which is crazy that I have to say this, but I feel like the first step in starting, like if you want to start your business, whatever, is that you should have a passion. It should not be that you want to start a business or whatever because you see other people doing, or I feel like the first step in starting, like if you want to start your business, whatever, is that you should have a passion. It should not be that you want to start a business or whatever because you see other people doing, or other people making money from it. It's like me saying, for example, being a doctor. I feel like you have to have a passion of helping people, or have a passion of, you know, like you have to really be dedicated to do that. You know what I'm saying? You have to be dedicated to do that many years of school. You have to be dedicated. I really wanted to be a doctor because I really love helping people, but I found a way to help people in other ways, obviously like YouTube, other kind of ways. But I know I cannot do that many years of school. Like I'm good at school, but not that good, and I can't do that many years. So I knew that it wasn't for me. So I feel like, one, you need to have a passion. It's crazy how many people will email me, like people, like it sounds fake, but people really email me, hey, could you give me a business idea on how, like literally this is the exact thing that they would say, what business I should do. I'll be like, what? Like, what do you, people will really DM me this, what business should I do? I don't know you. I cannot tell you what business you should do. You should know what business, it should be a passion. It should be like a calling. You know what I'm saying? You don't just wake up one day and just say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna start this because I see such and such doing it. Like it should be because you want to. So when people ask me questions like that, I feel like, okay, you're not meant to have a business anyway. I mean, if you want to, you can, but I feel like it should be a passion. It should come from the heart. It shouldn't just be like, Maybe you could be like, oh, you could be a business investor, or if you don't really have a passion for it, there's other ways. But I feel like starting a business, it has to start from it being your passion. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel like it can just be like, because how will you really build it if you don't have the passion for it? I don't know, that's my opinion. But I feel like, yeah, I know I have my notes, I feel like you should have a passion for it first, because it's not for everybody. Like, just like everything in life, people have different callings. I don't feel like you should just do it just to do it because you feel it, because you see other people doing it. That's just not, I feel like that's just not it. So that's my first. I feel like you should have a passion. If you feel like you don't have a passion for it, I feel like it's not for you. Find something else. That's just my opinion. And then I feel like number 2, the second step, is that you should strategize. And I don't feel like this is something I added in my last video. I knew I said to educate yourself, but I should have been more detailed on what I meant by strategizing. And like, I'm gonna go over my notes that I have here. Coming up with a financial plan. Like, how will you be funding your business? Businesses are expensive. How will you be funding your businesses? Well, your business, not your businesses, your business. You need to have a financial plan on like how much this will cost, how much that will cost. Like, you need to think about these stuff. You need to have this next step. You have to educate yourself in whatever you're gonna do, whether it's watching videos, whether it's learning more, whether it's doing research. Like, you should be able to educate yourself in whatever path you're gonna take. Whatever, if you're doing business in whatever you're starting a business, whatever it is, you want to sell clothes, you want to sell mattresses, you want to start a trucking business, whatever it is, you want to, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, you need to educate yourself in whatever it is you're trying to do. Go to the library, go talk to people, ask people questions, you know what I'm saying, get your own research, go, you know what I'm saying, just, you need to educate yourself and have like, you know what I'm saying, have background information in your mind before you start. It shouldn't just be like, I'm gonna start a business, okay, I'm gonna just do it tomorrow and just wake up and start a business. You should have a plan before you move forward. So definitely coming up with a financial plan, like how you'll be paying for everything. You should be, one, saving up money, how much everything will cost. You should be breaking down profits and breaking down, like, you know what I'm saying, how much money do I have, how much money can I invest into my business. All these things are very, very important. And because everybody says saving money, you should save money, like I said, and it doesn't have to be $3,000, $4,000, but you should also, like I said, with anything, especially this being your business being in the beginning stage, you're obviously your product that you're gonna buy, you're not gonna buy $1,000, like, you know what I'm saying, 1,000, like not 1,000, I was gonna say, like, you're not gonna buy, like, for example, say you're gonna sell hats, you're not gonna buy 500 hats. I feel like you should start off small, because you never want to have leftover things and you cannot sell it, and then you're like, oh man, now I have 300 hats sitting in my house and now I cannot sell it. So you always want to start off small. So, you know what I'm saying, so it doesn't have to be, I feel like people think that they have to buy like so much. You don't have to buy so much. You can just get 20, see if you can sell 20 first, and if you sell 20, okay, use that, get that money, invest it back into your business, and buy 50. You know what I'm saying? Start off small. That's how you're able to, you know, that's how you're able to, that's the title of the video, that's how you're able to start your business with a little bit of money. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars. You don't have to do that. Just start off small, maybe just like 20, maybe just like 30, maybe even 15. If once you sell that, then you can move forward to a bigger number in merchandise or whatever. Okay, so like I said, and you need to also come up with how you will market your business and everything. You need to like have everything down pat on how much will you be selling your product for, how much will it be costing. You need to think about, okay, how much am I investing, and then how much am I investing? So I'm investing $400 into this. You need to make sure you make that $400 back. And let me not say you need to make sure, because in the first to 2 years of a business, it will be more about, you'll be putting out more money than you'll be receiving. Just like YouTube, if you want to start YouTube, you have to get you don't have to, but usually people will get the camera, the ring light. You buy all that stuff first, the laptop to edit. You know what I'm saying? You get that stuff first, and then the money comes later. You make the money back later. But your initial investment, excuse me, I had to burp. Your initial investment, you don't usually make it back off it, because you're just starting out. So I don't want to say that kind of wrong. You don't want to make sure you make it back, but yeah, I just want to make sure you make some of it back. So you want to make sure you're smart about how much you are putting how much you're putting up front and seeing in the best way possible that you can make some of it back. So how much you're going to charge, with reasonable prices that you're going to charge. Look at other businesses and seeing how much they're charging. Think about how you're going to market your business, because the customers are not going to flock to you. You have to put yourself out there and you have to make them want to buy your product. They're not just going to buy your product. Oh yeah, this new business that I never heard of, they just started selling whatever. Why am I going to go to you? Why am I going to buy from you instead of buying from this company that I've been buying from for 10 years? You know what I'm saying? You sell clothes. Why should I go to you instead of going to Forever 21? Forever 21 is right there. They're reliable. I've always shopped from them, so why should I shop from your new business? You have to make people want to buy from you. You have to market yourself, and that's just so you have to come up with all these plans, all these strategies. It's not just a 1, 2, 3, I do it tomorrow. It's gonna take a while. It's probably gonna take a couple of months. So you have to think about these things before you start your business. So like I said, first thing first, what is your passion? What do you want to sell? What do you want to do? Whatever. Secondly, strategize, research, get a paper and pen, have a notebook, have whatever, and come up, write the ideas down. Think of, you know what I'm saying, how much you're going to spend, how much you're going to get back. All these things you got to think about. Okay. Number 3, the third step is, I guess the best way for me to say is like finding your resources. Kind of like, who's going to do your logo? You know, where are you going to get a vendor from? Who's going to be your vendor? All these things. Like, how are you going to ship? Who is going to be your shipping provider? Like, are you going to do FedEx, USPS? All these things, researching all these things. Even if you have to go inside FedEx, go inside USPS, what is the cheapest way for me to ship with you guys? Don't be afraid to ask questions. You can go into these stores, go into these, you know, whatever, FedEx, UPS, whatever, DHL, whoever. Go inside, call their customer service, ask them what their cheapest ways, all that kind of stuff. Who's gonna do your website? You're gonna make your website yourself? What's the best website you should use? Should you use Shopify? Should you use Wix? Should you use whatever other websites they have? Whatever. Which website you're gonna use? Are you gonna make your website on your own? Are you gonna do like me? I paid somebody on Fiverr. I found a person to do my logo, my website. I did everything on Fiverr. So if you're interested, link down below, whatever. But you have to figure whatever works best for you. Do you have the money to pay somebody to do it, or you rather just do it yourself? Does the website provider that you're using, do they charge you every month? Are they free? You gotta figure all that stuff out. Okay? You gotta, you know, buy your the word's not coming up in my head. You have to figure out who you're gonna buy your, you know, like your .com, .co, whatever, you know, you're gonna have to buy that. You know, it's not that expensive, but you know, you have to just figure out all these things. So it's a lot of research, it's a lot of time. It's not just wake up and do it. So that's what I'm kind of doing today. Hopefully I'm giving you guys as much information as I can. And then I feel like after, you know, you find out what you're passionate about, what you want to sell, after you strategize and kind of know everything down and kind of figure out all these things as far as financial, you know, all that stuff, and then you figure out who vendor is shipping your product, ask them, what is the cheapest way for me to ship it? I don't care if it takes 5, 7, 10 weeks, whatever. What is the cheapest way for you to ship my products? Even if it takes a little bit longer, this is why you have to do it. You're gonna have to do it ahead of time, not do it like 1 month before your date that you want to launch. No, do it like 3, 4, 5 months ahead and say, what is the cheapest way for this to get to me that I don't have to pay, the shipping fee doesn't have to be that high. That's a way to eliminate cost too. Step 4, I think this is when it gets fun. Then you can do the fun stuff like your logo. You can do like, you know, finally buy your stuff from your vendor, from whoever is giving you your products. Buy the stuff from them. Then once you receive it, you can, it's up to you whether you want to do a photo shoot. Nowadays we have iPhones. You can just get a nice cloth material. You know what I'm saying? Take the pictures on a piece of fur background. Use it. You can do it yourself, or if you want to get a professional, it's up to you. This is when you can kind of have fun and be creative. You can, nowadays we have Amazon. You can get some flowers, put it as, you know, you can be creative and, you know what I'm saying, do whatever you think you want to do. Because like a lot of pictures that I take from my Instagram, when I put like back in stock, or I update, you know, the customers on what we have back, you know, if I'm back in stock or not, I have a nice little fur rug. It's for the floor, but I use it, I don't use it on my floor. I just, when I'm done with it, I wrap it up and put it in the bag. I got it from Forever 21, and I literally just put my eyelashes on it and like my lip gloss, whatever, and I get like some shredded paper and make it cute and take pictures on my phone, on my camera, and then I post it. And people are like, oh my god, this looks so cute, it's so aesthetically pleasing. Boom. So you don't have to do a photo shoot. It's really up to you what you choose. It's like your time to kind of be creative. And then you can decide, it's whether up to you. I feel like it's better to do a website, but you can either sell through Instagram and just use PayPal, all that kind of stuff, or you can just use a website. This one is kind of up to you, whatever one you want to do. And then set a date, and then once you set a date, you got to promote, and then you can get to selling. So as far as not spending so much money, how you can do it with a little bit of money, I just say do as little, not as little as possible, but you don't have to do the max because you are still starting off small. One, I definitely recommend, whatever you're doing, still save some money. Put some money to the side. I have a video on how to save some money. If you don't know, if you're not really sure how you should go about saving money, I have a video on that. Start saving some money. Like have a, put a goal, a reasonable goal amount for you of how much you should save, whether it's 200, 100. I feel like it definitely should be more than $100. Like at least $200 or $300. I feel like that is an okay amount. You know what I'm saying? You can do a free website. You can do a free website. You can just start off you can start off cheap. You can just, like I said, with this is the thing about finding vendors and stuff. It's gonna take a while. You're gonna have to find a vendor that'll be able to take it, but cheap is not always quality. So it's gonna take time, but you will have to spend a little money. As the thing, having a business is expensive, so there's not really a way to do it the cheapest way. Like I said, the cheapest way is to don't use a website we have to pay every single month. As far as products, just get your product, and you may not be able to do stuff like, let me show you for example. You may not be able to use, you may not be able to afford, mailers like this. You just may have to use the free ones that, oh, I look a little bit dark. You may have to just use the free ones that the post office or whatever provides. Just so if budgeting and money is kind of an issue, don't try to get the excessive stuff that are not needed. You don't need to have a pink or blue or yellow mailer. You can just stick with, the regular, post office, FedEx, whatever they provide. You can just use that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by you can do it the cheapest way as possible. You do not have to get the most glamorous box. You can start off with something simple. You know what I'm saying? Just start off with the more cheaper stuff. If your vendor is offering you, okay, this is the more expensive one, this is a little bit of the more cheaper one. If you don't want the more expensive box, just get the cheaper one for now. That's the only way I could really say is how you can start your business with a little bit of money. It's just not going for the excessive stuff. Just don't really go for the excessive stuff. Kind of stick with the more low budget side of it. Like I said, just because it's low budget doesn't mean your actual product has to be cheap. I'm talking about the other stuff around it. Like your actual product doesn't have to be cheap. You can invest most of your money in the actual product. But as far as your website, you know what I'm saying, your whatever you're shipping it with, your label, all that stuff that doesn't have to be that expensive. You can keep all that stuff on the cheap side and just make sure your actual product is quality. That's kind of like the best way I could think of helping you guys, is just that, you know what I'm saying, because the kind of question was how can I start my business, start my business, and kind of just what is the exact steps that I have to take, and kind of the more cheaper route. So that's kind of what I recommend, and I hope that helped in some sort of way, and I appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, if I think of anything else, I'll put it down in the description. Any other things I thought of that I didn't think of in my mind, I'll put it in the description. That I didn't say in this video, I'll put it in the description. So hopefully that helps, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. And I've never gotten an item that didn't they actually shipped it with the bag, which is strange. I've never gotten anything that they always